I want to tell the so-called political elite in every state and county and city that think you're part of the establishment, you're going to lose everything. When systems come down like this, we're going to lose our prosperity. We're going to be like every other country. And this is serious, serious business. We've got The War on Men, 10 Ways Masculinity is Under Attack by Paul Joseph Watson. Excellent article that I asked him to write. Cops taser deaf man having diabetic attack. I mean, this is just getting insane. Where somebody's autistic or mentally retarded or in a coma and they taser him. He didn't follow the order. Gee, he was foaming at the mouth on the ground. And why don't you go taser like tombstones? Like walk up to the grave and go, rise from the dead. And then no zombie comes out and you go, taser. And then in the threat continuum training, and like taser doesn't do anything. So like firearms, boom, boom, boom. And then call in airstrikes. And then nuke and then blow the whole planet up because, it didn't follow your order. I mean, that's the kind of, gee, we have a guy with Down syndrome who's obviously fallen off this bridge and is rolling around on the ground. I saw these videos a year ago. Get up. The person's obviously half unconscious. I said get up. All right, I'm going to taser you. They ought to go into like the wards of people that are in vegetable states. Get up and walk. The person's totally brain dead. I said get up and walk. And they're like, guy pulls out a machete and goes, I told you, starts hacking bloody chobs out of them. Just, Trendiness. Excuse me, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. If people ever figured out they had power, it'd be over. The average person doesn't get involved because they don't think they have any power. They're very insecure. Even the executives and people I know that are very wealthy and are incredibly powerful are very insecure and very cloistered. Almost all of them. People are not adventurers. People are just absolutely intimidated by the complexity in the world. And I don't blame them. But if we can continue to expose the globalist agenda, remember just 10 years ago, most people didn't know that the Federal Reserve was private. Now everybody knows that. And 10 years ago, people didn't believe there was a new world order being formed. Now they're like, yeah, it's terrible. On so many issues, people now know it's true. They say, though, what are you going to do about it? How are you going to change that? So we've already gone a long way, and as things get really, really bad, if we lay the groundwork like the globalists have done, they lay it for evil, we lay it for good. If people discover why all this has happened to them, if people discover why things have gotten worse and worse and worse, and how the globalists are organizing things getting worse to consolidate power because they want us poor and easily controllable, then it'll always backfire if we identify the enemy.
We are engaged in an information war. During the Cold War, we did a great job in getting America's message out. After the Berlin Wall fell, we said, okay, fine, enough of that. We've done it, we're done. And unfortunately, we are paying a big price for it. And our private media cannot fill that gap.
That's enough. The American message, do you think what Hollywood and the news puts out as an American message, what they'll doll up tyranny with some American flags and a model? You are losing the info war, Hillary. So they have George Soros and all the usual suspects launching satellites that will beam stuff in to wherever they want and pushing for censorship here of speech they don't like. They're the biggest supporters of free speech. Of course, they're against yours, though. And they're trying to launch all these, quote, alternative sites. They're all going to fall on their faces. Look, if the information on this show ends up getting out to people in a big way, and it's starting to happen, there's no way they're going to get away with this stuff, folks. It's just that it's so horrible what we're saying, I don't blame people not wanting to admit it. A scientifically designed technocracy, a dehumanizing grid. Alex Jones here to tell you about how you can help spread liberty worldwide while also enjoying what I have found to be the best tasting 100% organic coffee on the planet. For more than a decade, my favorite coffee has come from the high mountains of southern Mexico, where the Chiapas farmers grow their unique shade-grown Arabica beans. We have now managed to secure these sought-after beans in a highly customized blend. Discover and try a bag of the Patriot Blend 100% organic coffee at InfoWarsLife.com. This coffee gives gives you a long, smooth pick-me-up for hours without the headaches and heartburn that so many other coffees give me personally. Hands down, this is my favorite coffee, and it's taken us years to secure connections directly to the Chiapas Mexican farmers. Drop by the site today, order a bag or two, and I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Available in original or with our immune support infusion blend. You will be supporting a free press, all the while enjoying a truly great tasting cup of my favorite coffee. Available at InfoWarsLife.com.